Since we're done with the foundation, we need to start working on the wall, creating the base, and then obviously going from there. For that, we need to split one of the logs in half. I call it the splitter, that's not the name. Probably gonna put it on the screen. So we're gonna need pieces of wood around this size that we're gonna obviously saw, and they're gonna be used as wedges along the log to help us splitting in half, and this will be the base on the foundation on which we will start building the walls. We have 2 done, have maybe 5 more to go to be safe. So I'll be doing that and I'll see you when we get to the actual log.
Now that we made our wedges, we're ready to choose which log we need to split for the sill log. So there's a couple criteria that you want for a sill log. The first is that you want it to be one of your bigger logs. It's always good to have a nice big log to start at the base of your cabin. And the other criteria is that it has to have pretty straight grain. So we're going to be splitting this log down the middle and using the 2 halves as our first logs on the side of the cabin. You want to try and split one that has pretty straight grain. It'll just make splitting it easier, and you won't have any kind of warping or twisting of the log after you place it on your cabin. So we looked through all our 80-something logs, and we think this one right here is our best bet. He's one of our biggest ones, and he has pretty straight grain, so we're going to try and pull him out of this pile of logs and get started on the splitting. Push. There we go. wide enough to swing the axe through. A lot of tension on that. And the tension on these things is crazy. You just like tap it with the thing and it just splits right open. Alright.
Rolling.
So we're just having our first experience with wild edibles. A few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, we saw that our land here was covered with some little white flowers. We thought nothing of it, but now it turns out those are all turning into wild strawberries. So you can see one right here. Notice that most of the area around our cabane à sucre actually has these little strawberries scattered around, so it's going to be exciting to start eating them. And actually the bush behind me, I don't know if you can see that, but that is wild raspberries. So thinking in about a couple weeks we should have some raspberries to munch on as well. So these little strawberries, they taste exactly like normal strawberries and they're really, really good. Oh, so good. See if we can punch them through.
Yippee!
We're gonna have to pull these things off, huh?
Yeah.
So you just saw us split our sill log here, and we brought it over to our cabin location. We drilled the holes so that I can slide through the rebar. And the last step that we have to do before we can start building on top of them is to just shim them up just a little bit. So all of our concrete pillars are not quite at the same elevation. It was pretty hard to get them all at the same elevation without any surveying tools. So we did the best that we could, but there is some variation in their heights. So you can see the one down here is not even touching. So we're just going to kind of shim them all up to the highest one, which is that one over there. So what we have is just these slices of cedar. So we use cedar just because it's a little bit more rot resistant and resistant to molds and that kind of stuff. So we'll shim each of these up to a specified height, and then we'll be ready to start building on top of these. Got yours?
Yeah.
We have our 2 sill logs up on our foundation. We're ready to build on them now. They're all shimmed. They're all at the same level now. So the log you see behind me, that's going to be the first one that we're going to be putting up on top of these ones. But we'll save that for next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned and have a good day.